Did you know that in Greek mythology, an entire 10-year war started because three goddesses wanted to know who was the prettiest? It began at a wedding. The goddess of discord threw a golden apple into the crowd, inscribed with three words. For the fairest, Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite all grabbed for it. Zeus refused to pick a winner, so they dragged a young Trojan prince named Paris into it and told him to decide. Each goddess bribed him. Hera offered power, Athena offered wisdom, Aphrodite offered the most beautiful woman alive. Paris picked Aphrodite. The woman was Helen, already married to a Greek king. Paris took her anyway, and Greece launched 1,000 ships to get her back. Thousands died. Heroes fell. Troy burned to the ground, all because three goddesses needed someone to tell them they were pretty. Did you know that in Greek mythology, a king once hugged his own daughter and turned her to solid gold? His name was Midas, and it started with a wish. When the god Dionysus offered him anything he wanted, Midas didn't hesitate. He asked for the golden touch. Everything his hands met would turn to gold. At first, it felt like a dream. Rocks, chairs, walls, all gold. Then he sat down to eat. The food hardened the moment it touched his lips. The wine turned to liquid metal in his mouth. He was starving in the middle of a palace full of gold. Then his daughter ran to hug him, and just like that, she was gone. A perfect golden statue where his little girl used to be. Midas begged Dionysus to take it back, and the god did, but only after watching him suffer long enough to learn the lesson. The gods never gave you what you wanted. They gave you exactly what you asked for. Did you know that in Greek mythology, Zeus literally ate his pregnant wife alive? Her name was Metis, the goddess of wisdom. And Zeus had a problem. A prophecy warned him that their child would grow up to overthrow him, just like Zeus had done to his own father. So what did the king of the gods do? He convinced Metis to turn into a fly, then swallowed her whole while she was still pregnant. But here's the thing about prophecies. You can't escape them. The baby kept growing inside Zeus's head, until one day he got the worst headache in history. His skull literally cracked open, and out burst Athena, fully grown and armed for war. Zeus thought he was being smart. Instead, he gave birth to the goddess of wisdom through his brain. The paranoia backfired spectacularly. Did you know that in Greek mythology, a father ate his own children to stay in power? His name was Kronos, king of the Titans, most powerful being alive. But power makes you paranoid. A prophecy told him that one of his children would overthrow him, exactly like he had overthrown his own father. So Kronos did the only logical thing a completely unhinged god would do. Every time his wife Rhea gave birth, he swallowed the baby whole. Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon, gone. Rhea watched 5 children disappear down her husband's throat. So when the 6th child came, she made a decision. She wrapped a rock in a blanket and handed it to Kronos. He swallowed it without even looking. The real baby was hidden on the island of Crete. That baby was Zeus. And the prophecy? It came true anyway. Did you know that in Greek mythology, a woman could see every disaster coming but was cursed so that nobody would ever believe her? Her name was Cassandra. Apollo gave her the gift of prophecy, but when she rejected him, he twisted it into a punishment. She would always see the truth, and no one would ever listen. She warned Troy about the Trojan horse. She screamed that it would destroy them all. People laughed at her. She watched her entire city burn, knowing she had been right all along. Apollo made sure of that. Did you know that in Greek mythology, a king once tried to trick Zeus by feeding him human flesh? King Lycaon ruled over Arcadia and thought he was clever enough to test the king of the gods. When Zeus visited his palace in disguise, Lycaon served him a horrifying feast: human meat. He wanted to see if Zeus was really all-knowing or just another fake god. Big mistake. Zeus immediately knew what he was eating. His rage was volcanic. As punishment for this sick test, Zeus transformed Lycaon into the very first werewolf, forever cursed to hunt and devour flesh like the monster he truly was inside. Don't test the gods. Did you know that in Greek mythology, Atlas isn't holding up the sky by choice? He's actually serving the ultimate prison sentence. Atlas was one of the Titans who made the biggest mistake of their lives. They declared war on Zeus and the Olympian gods. This wasn't just any family fight. This was the Titanomachy, a 10-year war that nearly destroyed everything. When Zeus finally won, He didn't just kill Atlas. That would have been too easy. Instead, Zeus forced Atlas to hold up the heavens for all eternity, right where everyone could see his shame. The ultimate public humiliation that would never end. Did you know that in Greek mythology, the god of war got caught cheating in the most embarrassing way possible? Ares was having a secret affair with Aphrodite, the goddess of love. There was just one problem. She was married to Hephaestus, the god of fire and metalworking. When Hephaestus found out, he hatched the perfect revenge plan. He forged an invisible golden net, so fine it couldn't be seen or broken. Then he set a trap in Aphrodite's bedroom. The next time the lovers met, the net fell and trapped them completely naked. But Hephaestus wasn't done. He invited every god on Mount Olympus to come witness their shame. The gods laughed until they cried at the sight of the mighty war God trapped like a fish.